Hey, aloha everybody, and welcome to Beachwalks with Rocks. Today is show number 288, and you can find us at beachwalks.tv. Well, I thought it was winter the other day. It's really wintry today. It's very, very windy. And I'm shooting myself. Secret cameraman is on the job working, and I'm just finished up my morning exercise, and Lexi and I are going to take a quick little walk along the beach here. And it's funny, you know, we spoke this morning, secret cameraman and I, and he said, what was that thing you were saying the other day that you really wanted to sit down and speak directly into the camera without any distractions? And I couldn't remember what it was this morning. And then I thought, you know, what I've learned over the course of doing this show is that I can have an idea at some point during the day of something I want to talk about, and I feel the energy very, very clearly and strongly and passionately. And yet, when I then, you know, and so I make a little note and I write it down, and then if I try to talk about that later that day, as often as not, the energy isn't there for it. And I got to keep an eye on Lexi. That's what I'm looking away at, in case anybody's curious. Anyway, you know, so I love this saying, it's all about the energy, because we try to impose things on ourselves. We try to have an arbitrary schedule. We try to think that life is supposed to turn out a certain way on a certain time frame, and as often as not, you know, maybe more often than not, it doesn't happen that way. And the number two little monkey mind personality thinks that's a huge problem. And the older I get, the more I realize that's a huge gift. That when the energy is right, life is just so wonderful. And the idea for me right now in my life is to feel what is the energy of the moment, and to trust that things will get done when they need to get done, and to, you know, go with the flow. That's the saying, right? We have so many of these sayings in life, and people write books about them, and people like me read the book and get all excited, and then we go back to the humdrum, you know, of life, and saying, well, I've got to do this, and I've got to do that, and I've got to get this, and I've got to get that. And it's not to say throw all caution to the wind. I'm not suggesting that. That's what the number two would say. You know, well, if you're going to not have a time frame, then you just throw everything out the window. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying, though, that to tune in to life. And life is a safe place to be for most of us. There are those occasional times when things are life-threatening, not to deny those, but that most of the time we're not in a life-threatening situation, and we have freedom to choose and to sense. You know, I had scheduled this morning, I was going to do X and Y, but I really feel like doing A and B. So instead of imposing X and Y and being inefficient, do A and B, and have a pleasurable time doing it, experience joy, and get X and Y done when A and B is done, because you will have already accomplished something during the day. That's my philosophy anyway. That's how I'm trying to live, and I'm discovering actually that it works quite well. In case anyone's looking for a data point, you can call me a data point for successful living in the flow. Anyway, looks like Lexi's having a personal moment here, so I'm going to wrap up this show. It's been great talking to you today. Hope you have a great weekend. If you'd like to Skype, you can Skype at Roxanne Darling. If you'd like to call, the number is 949-544-1456. Aloha, everybody.